Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in this morning on another morning hype with Mr.Stacks. You know how we do it about this time. It's about 8:01 a.m. Friday, August 27th. We're moving into the pre-market as we speak, and we do have a lot of activity going on this morning. For those of y'all that are new to the channel, we like to talk about those pre-breakout stocks, those ones that are about to moon, those ones that are about to hit those levels, looking to move up to some higher prices, making some profits, putting money in our pocket. If that's something you like to see, things you want to know about, things you like to be filled in on, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, be in the know when I pop out one of these videos, and just kind of follow along so you can put some money in your pocket here. For those of y'all that have been supporting the channel, thumbs ups are always appreciated, showing love on the channel here as we keep the videos flowing. Right now I just kind of want to touch base on some of our top picks of the day. I have 5 stocks that I want to cover this morning, and off the back though, you already know I'm gonna grab SPRT here, support.com. This is one we've been following for a while now, and we finally seen that moon move. As you can see, yesterday we closed about a little bit under $20 at 1970. And as you can see in the pre-market, we've already hit $55.67. We've jumped up about $35 just overnight. That was a massive move for this stock. These are ones that we've been calling. We knew that short squeeze was coming. We've been saying it for weeks now, and we finally made that move today. As you can see, we're starting to pull back here in the pre-market. Since the bell, opened up here at 8 a.m., we started to see some selling. You can already see we pulled back about $15, coming down, testing that VWAP now. Today is Friday, the close of the week. We're probably going to see, probably a little breather on this stock as it's been pumping for the last few weeks. And knowing that it took that $25 gap up overnight, we're probably going to see a pretty good pullback this morning as we close the week here. A lot of people looking to take profits. I know I'd be taking profits right now, being up as much as it is. We called this stock back at $4, y'all. Y'all made the move at $4, riding it up to $55. Y'all made y'all a nice chunk of money, a few $1,000s in your pocket. I know y'all probably feeling really good about this move here, this stock. I don't think it's over. They're still starting to short squeeze. A lot of volume drawing into this stock, a lot of attention. It's being talked about in forums, videos, everything. It's just out there. This is what everybody's interested in right now. Everybody's trying to get on the train as we move up. But I took some profits. I wasn't able to ride it all the way up. I should probably kick myself for that, pulling out a day early. But we can't win them all, man. So we're just gonna be looking for a new trade here, moving into next week. But this was a nice one, man. This was a real good stock that we were able to get in. I was glad to share this news with y'all. For those of y'all that were able to make some money and take in a good position, I know y'all are probably feeling really good about that also. Just know when to pull out. I know y'all have that FOMO. You think we're gonna keep pushing. Right now we're testing that VWAP, $43, $44 an hour. We can still push up, you never know. But just don't be greedy, take profits while you're ahead. You never know when this can pull back. So we could have a massive sell-off and we can drop another $15, $20 there. So just keep that in mind as the market opens around 8:30. Just kind of watch those levels and try to find an out position if you are looking to take profits today. Stock number 2 I wanted to cover here was Chem Biodiagnostics. This is one that we started seeing moving in the pre-market this morning. As you can see on the daily here, we closed yesterday around 269, and we already popped up to 340 this morning. There was some news released this morning on this stock. They do have a new distribution of a third party for the COVID vaccine, which they're starting to push out there. I believe they're going to start distributing it, trying to get these tests out to these retailers, just to get it in people's hands. I'm not real sure as to what's all involved in this testing that they have, but I do know it's a ready test where you can just pretty much administer it yourself. So I believe these ones are more accurate than what's out on the market now. Reason why they're starting to push these out pretty rapidly. But this is some news that they've been developing over the last few weeks. We've been following this stock also. I know we were waiting for a pop-up here about a couple weeks ago, which it ended up turning the opposite direction, coming down, hitting these lows. As you can see, back on the end of July there, we took a nice little gap up around $7, but we sold off since. We thought the momentum would still play out, but unfortunately we ended up dipping back down to the downside. But in the pre-market, we're back up again, about 75 cents or so above where we left off yesterday, and we're looking to push higher here. Hopefully, I know we got to break through certain levels and hold in order for us to continue the movement there. But as you can see on the 4-hour, we've already broke above the 200-day moving average, and as you can see, we're holding level around 320 or so. So this is where I kind of took a position around 316, 317. I'm looking to play this one out. Hopefully we can move up higher today. Some good news release. I think this can drive the price up, but we're going to see exactly what happens as the market opens. If we look to pull back, then I'll be looking to pull out my position depending how far we dip down. But just know your in and out positions there. Right now we're on the VWAP here on the 5-minute, as you can see. And you know how I like to play the VWAP. We look for 2 green candles to close above the VWAP before we actually want to buy in. But also pay attention to the long-term charts, because these also tell a story. If you're starting to see red candles form on the long term, this may not necessarily be a good opportunity to buy on the 5-minute. So you got to play into multiple charts here as to how they're set up and how they're moving here. But semi, this one we followed. We're going to keep this on the watch list. You can see we're already building up volume. We're about 5 million shares at pre-market on a daily average of about 25 million shares. So we haven't really pumped up too much, but as the market opens, this could draw in some attention. Right now, you can probably get this stock on the low. So just keep it in mind as we start to test certain levels. Hopefully we can hold here, and as the market opens, potentially push up higher. But yeah, add it to the watch list. Keep an eye on this one. Even if not today, moving into next week, we may start to see this one move. So just keep that in mind. Stock number 3, we do have ANY, Sphere 3D Corp. I've been following this one here a couple weeks also. It's one of my favorites for the week. This one's kind of been moving slowly, but as you can see on the daily, we're trending up still. We're testing levels around 480 or so. We need a breakthrough to move higher. In the pre-market, we've been pushing up to around 470 or so, but there's a lot of resistance we're seeing here, and it's causing us to dip back down. But that range of 470, 480, 450, this is the range we've kind of been playing in for the last few days. Digging into the 4-hour here, as you can see, we're trending up on the 4-hour, and we're starting to consolidate on the upside trend there. We're testing this level, but we need to have a little burst of momentum to actually break through there. I do know they had a market share offering that was issued yesterday, a public offering. Let's see exactly the news here. But yeah, F3 shows registration for 250 million mixed security shelf offering. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily, but it can cause the price to move around a lot. But hopefully we can see it recover from some of these highs that we've had previously. We have a high of 658 here back at the beginning of August, and we're looking to test these levels again. So let's see what happens here as we follow the trend line, and we're looking to break up here as we break through that trend line. Stock number 4 though, YVR Liquid Media Group. There's not a lot of movement been going on in this one. I've been watching it since we tested these highs here back in July. And as you can see on the 4-hour, we did that little sell-off. We've tried to test back up, just wasn't enough to push us through. And we've kind of been moving around that 200-day movement. We dropped below, and we're actually starting to break through it now. As you see, we're consolidating on that 50-day moving average as well as that 200 days. We start to squeeze in here. We'll probably see a breakout. Yesterday we broke out at the open market, hitting about 210. Then we came back down to the low around 668 or so, and I'm holding a position around 170 here. So we're looking for that break up, that move up. Hopefully we can see those highs around 260, make about $1 on that move there for those shares. So it's depending on where you want to buy, how many you want to hold. I'm looking to maybe jump up to that $1, hold a few hundred shares and maybe make a few $100 there. Just want to just keep on the radar, keep watching as we start to see maybe volume move into this stock. It's been making moves, not a lot of volume. I know we had some volume, daily average around 2 million shares, but we're only about 70% throughout the day hitting that daily average. So I would like to see it kick up at least closer to 200% above its daily average, where we can start to see these turn green, and that'll indicate that we're starting to see some momentum as well as some attention drawing into this stock here. But YVR, this is a good one. It's a good value, 176. This is the future of NFTs, collectibles for artwork, music, things like that. So it's something you want to familiarize yourself with. Check out the company, do some homework on it. But we're looking to push up some of these higher levels here pretty soon as we squeeze in between these two moving averages. We're already breaking through the trend line, which happened a couple of days ago. I haven't redrawn this yet, but we're gonna see what happens here today, and then I'll look to reanalyze this moving into next week. But these are our top 4 picks of the day. Also, we do have BBIG. I don't want y'all to sleep on this one. We covered this one a few days ago. We're having a nice move this morning, as you can see here. We have some good ones here. BBIG. We also have DYAI, just to catch y'all up on. We're waiting for some of these moves also, and then we're also following SEAL. So let's see what happens today. Well, we'll touch base later this afternoon, try to catch y'all up on what took place throughout the day, and hopefully we can be profitable for this week, moving into next week. But I'll keep y'all updated, keep y'all in the know as I continue pushing these videos out. For those of y'all that are digging the channel though, show some love, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, be in the know every time I drop one of these videos here. But hopefully y'all have a good trading day, and we'll catch up later this afternoon on today's closing bell session. Peace out, y'all.